Hello, Gizmos, and welcome back to another episode of the Drayton Town Career Mode. Got to apologise for the long delay in getting this one out. Unfortunately, there's been a lot going on in sort of personal life. I've had to move home and bought a new house and everything like that. So there has been a lot of family issues, a lot of work issues. Recording. Also, my dongle for the PS5 Elite headset actually broke as well. And I couldn't get a replacement for 2 weeks. I tried to get it fixed, and it just didn't work, unfortunately. So yeah, had to wait a little bit longer to get this thing recorded, and it's just been an absolute massive pain. Just to do anything at the moment, it's just been very tiring, sort of physically and mentally as well. So we're here now. We're getting going, and there's a lot of games in this episode, so I can only apologize for the long episode in this. But we do have Harrogate to start with. First off, it was a dangerous foul, only a yellow card, but the ball was lifted in from Mikey. Dan Everett with a header up and over the keeper, a looping header. We like them ones because it just goes so high up and over the keeper, you're not just going to get it. I thought on the challenge it could have been a red card, but the ref obviously deemed it only a yellow card. But one of them ones that maybe if I made a challenge, it could have been a red card. And we just really kicked going in this. Really good play. Mikey, great tackle. I say it was a great tackle. I thought it was a great tackle because the ball went the way of the defender, but the referee gave a penalty. As you saw, Mikey's fitness is really, really lacking. So maybe look to rest him because his fitness is really going down. And obviously with the Christmas games and New Year games and all the games we've got in January, it's just a lot. I didn't mean to go down the middle. I'm rubbish at taking penalties. I aim and for some reason I let go and it just goes down the middle. So it might come back to bite me, but the important thing is it ends up in the back of the net. So 2-0 up really quickly, and then out of nowhere, Mikey with a great touch and turn. It's a good save from the keeper. Almost 3 after 30 minutes, absolutely in cruise control here. But yeah, Mikey's fitness is right down the bottom. Chris gets up for the header, almost wins it. And then here, myself, nice good long power shot as well, saved from the keeper. Almost messed it up there, but did well to hold on to it. Neil then has a long shot. It's then picked up by Sam, who then thought he'll try his luck. And I'll tell you what, that wasn't far away with a good effort. It was from Swaggers. And yeah, this game, we just really played really well. Mikey got through one-on-one. It looked like he was getting fouled. Holes off the strength. He literally had no fitness bar whatsoever and makes it 3-0. I did make a few subs, a few people coming on. Tyler did really well. Great feet. Thinking about a long shot, seeing where he can go, but he just literally powers it into the far corner, makes it 4-0 with still 15 minutes to go. This game could have been 8 or 9. We played really well, and it was really pleasing to see. And against a very poor Harrogate side, they were not at their best, and yeah, it was just one of them games, unfortunately. But with all these games and squad rotations, I don't know why Mikey's fitness is not the best, but everyone else is. But I had to rest him and rest him for one of the biggest games of the season. MK Dons, a very good side. Had trouble with MK Dons in previous FIFAs, and yeah, they're a half decent side. They got some decent little players, especially for League Two. But no one really likes MK Dons. Obviously, Wimbledon are the original team and a much better club. But MK Dons tore us apart. It's a good shot. I thought he was offside. Jonathan Lecco always seems to score against me this season. But yeah, I thought he was offside from the rebound, but he wasn't. Lecco again causing so many problems. This time Ian makes a decent save at his near post. I think they fixed the keeper glitch where you get beaten at your near post, which is very frustrating. But Tommy gets fouled. Oh, well, I say Tommy gets fouled. I thought Tommy got fouled. I couldn't move anywhere with him. The defender then, or the attacker or whoever, blocked me off. Couldn't react in time. It hit the post and just fell back to one of their players. So 2-0 down. Maybe taking Mikey out was a bad thing because it can disrupt the game, especially the way that we play and everything like that. And it's just, yeah, proven to be that. Robbie is a vocal point up top, but sometimes it's not as great. But we also still have Neil in the team, and when he has the ball at his feet and he's in the mood to create stuff and score some goals, he can be very dangerous, and he did. He got one back right before half time, and then Lecco again just causing so many problems with me. I just couldn't deal with him. He was quick. Dan couldn't keep up to him. Chris didn't have the strength to deal with him. We were just playing each other off each other, really, really dangerous here. We actually win the header surprisingly, but it's only cleared as far as them. But then Robbie makes an amazing interception. Sam didn't then carry on running to join me. He went back to then carry on running. I was going to pass it across, but just get the confidence of Robbie stepping in for Mikey. Led the line really well for most part of the game, and he makes it 2-2. Really good finish. But yeah, I was going to pass to Sam and do goal it and get back into the game, but Sam ran way off it. And yeah, I couldn't obviously pass across to him, so I went with Robbie. I had a shot, decent save from the goalkeeper, but we were massively on top. And then Dan Everett, bullet header, second goal this episode, and kind of 2-2, I think, as well. Just telling everyone, calm down. Doesn't matter if we're 2-0 down, 3-0 down, or even 4-0 down at this rate. We're just going to win games because we're actually really good. Good turn here from Burns, and what a save that is from Ian. I think that is going top bins. I managed to keep it in and get it cleared from danger, and we come back and win the game. So absolutely massive, brilliant result for us, especially the confidence coming into this game in the FA Cup against Brentford, who we got again. Kean destroyed them there, took them all on, and then hit it into the near post roof of the net. Gives us the lead of 1-0 as well. And yeah, we played Brentford earlier in the season, if you remember, in the Carabao Cup, so we kind of got unlucky to draw them again. I thought it was offside the first time, not from the second pass. It's a good goal in the eyes, but yeah, I thought the first pass he might have just been offside. Surprisingly, Brentford had some amazing players like Cramrich, Nunes. They made some really good signings here. So yeah, I like to see where Brentford are in the league. Well, one back there, I think, from Mikey Ocean. An amazing finish that was with his left foot, scoring in there, gritty in as well. Get the Ocean gritty in, especially because Brentford, they're just an annoying team to play against because we lost to them in the cup. They were just annoying in this game. The pace of their front three was so scary. It's a good overhead kick. What I hate about that is that it hit the post, but then went across the whole way of the goal to the unmarked Brentford man to tap in. Didn't go back to my keeper, didn't go back to my centre back. It just went back to there. So yeah, really frustrated. They almost nicked it in extra time because obviously the FA Cup no longer has replays, which is a load of shit. A couple of shots that went wide, but that was in the first half stoppage time of the extra time. And then a talking point, Tony, I was just taking them out. My players were tired. It's a full-strength Brentford team against a second-string League 2 team. So I was trying to take people out, take the yellow cards, but Tony probably went 1-2 step further and got the red card, which was really unfortunate. So we go down to penalty shootouts. I don't like penalties. I'm not very good at them, but it is what it is. Mikey stepped up first, calmly slots it into the far corner. No keeper was saving that, even though he went the right way. Makes it 1-1. Cramrich played really well this game, actually. Really decent striker. I'm trying to think where he played. But yeah, really good forward. Ocean then stepped up second. With these penalties, you just got to take your time, straight down the middle. Again, I probably went left or right into the roof of the net, but it's a good save. Benwo then went next. Alfie did go the right way, but way too late. I hate the diving as well. I think penalties have gone down in my estimations of how well they used to be, with the keeper dives, with also the dives as well. Good job I didn't go left and went down the middle, because otherwise I would have missed. But yeah, you can see, I went with Alfie. Like, you can see me going that way, but the game's like, yeah, no, we'll wait. And then by the time I do go, it's missed, or they score, and it's just really frustrating. Yeah, I need to get better at penalties. I know you can practice and train and stuff like that. It is what it is. Tyler got lucky in and off the post. Sort of heart skipped a beat when that happens. Dave then went down the middle. Weston McKennie, of course, big player for the USA and played in the A-League. And also the USA League as well. So coming over to here, he's an absolutely fantastic player. Then Jack's made it 5-4. So all 9 penalties taken have all been scored. So then when we went to Brentford, they had to score to take in the sudden death. I would have loved to have gone, through to these sort of like games winning, but Brentford then make it 5-5. So we then go to sudden death, where he then obviously gets a little bit more tense, a little bit more calm. And collected from Dave, who just slots it into the corner. Keeper went the right way, but that was way too good of a penalty and not going to save it. So again, advantage to us. And then comes on to the Brentford player to score. Just moving the keeper around, see if I can get it. I went the wrong way, but I think that time the dive worked. So again, it's then back to Dan, who's been absolutely amazing from set pieces. Got to take my time with these penalties just for the fact of, I don't want to rush it. I don't want to hit it on the red mark or the orange mark for that. Just need to stay calm. Like these, like Brentford players, they take it so quickly, so it doesn't really give me a chance to sort of relax. But again, 14 penalties taken, 14 penalties scored. We carry on going. And then Jaden hits it in and off the post again. Lucky. But we had so many advantages in this because we were ahead. If it's 5-5, we were ahead to the 5-4. So that's one advantage. Then we've been ahead 3 times in the knockout. So just is what it is. Then we got down to Morgan, right down near the bottom of the list. Felt like he hit it well. Again, I probably went to the right, but I missed with Morgan. I know for a fact, thinking about it now, I know that I went bottom right. It's just really annoying because it's just what it is. And then what topped it off is I went that way with Alfie and I didn't save it and it went into the corner. And again, it's frustrating because you're going that way. I want the keeper to dive that way. I'm inputting onto the game. Like, let's dive this way. Alfie stutters and then he goes. And like I said, when it's too late, that is it. It is game over. But that is one competition, or two competitions that we've been knocked out by Brentford, so we won't meet him again until potentially next season. But we go into the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, where we are really cruising in this competition and actually playing really well, and hopefully can get to another final. Of course, in previous ones, I've got to finals and won it and lost as well. So getting to the final of this one would be absolutely amazing. Nothing really happened. It was all Mansfield all game. They dominated the play. I made a couple of changes. And then after 70 minutes, a great cross from myself. Crossing's been shit on this game. They've really toned down the crossing, but it's a great ball from Robbie, me into Robbie. It's a great diving header. And Robbie makes it 1-0. And then again here, Robbie, great ball from me, picking out Robbie, but he could have made it 2. But it's a decent save, whether it's a poor finish or a decent save. But either way, we go through. We're into the next round. So again, pushing forward into that. Next game, Notts County, a really good side, Notts County. Of course, they came up with all like the Wrexham and everything like that. So they are a very decent league to outfit. They played well, had a couple of chances. We had our first real effort, literally on the stroke of half time, from Neil. Who forced the save out of the keeper to go for a corner. It's then whipped in. It's towards Dan. Dangerous as it is. Comes to Neil. It's then the power shot that's blocked. But I felt like that could have potentially gone in. Into the second half, a corner for Notts County. It's swung in the near post again. Probably the wrong player to get there from post. It's not even a foul on any of my players. So just couldn't switch in time. And then Notts County take the lead. I'd say against the run of play, they actually didn't do much to score, but I equalise. A really good finish actually from myself. Challenged the defender really well. Come in, cuts into the corner and finds a corner to make it 1-1. And I've not really scored many goals this season. I've actually been quite poor, if I'm being honest. But yeah, just really happy that I managed to get that. And then here I created the ball through to Tyler off on the bench. It actually hits the keeper's forearm or maybe elbow. But Tyler is pushing himself really well this season. He's doing well in that cam role. It's a big responsibility in cam, especially when you've got Neil in there as well. So, yeah, it's just one of them things for Tyler. When moments like that happen, he takes his chance and gives us what turns 1 point into 3. And especially this time of the season where it's so tight, you need them extra points to keep pushing. And also it keeps our winning run going, which we seem to keep doing really well in League 2. Grimsby next. It's a great save from Sovereigns near post, and then he gets up and saves it again. I love this keeper update that they've done in the new winter patch. Also, Rose for Grimsby is such a really good striker, so I had to try and keep him quiet. Again, beating at the near post. This time it goes over the bar, but just keep getting beaten at that near post from set pieces, which is really frustrating. We didn't really create much. A lot of games in this episode. As you can tell by the length of the video, Mikey's fitness is still low, regardless of resting him and taking him off and stuff like that. His fitness is really struggling, but it doesn't matter with sort of that. When the ball's at his feet, he can just post control and just finish like that into the roof of the net. No one's saving that. Gives us the lead. I wouldn't say a deserved lead. Grimsby did enough to win the game. But yeah, just really unfortunate. Sam got lucky here. Could have killed the game. It's a great ball into Ocean. Could have carried on with Sam. Could have dinked the keeper, but straight out the keeper. It's a good save, but should have done better. in that respect. But it's just one of them games where we just keep pushing, seeing what happens. Paul hits an absolutely rocket, by the way. Good save from the Grimsby goalkeeper to go up and over for a corner. And then I hate out-swinging corners, so I always need to do an in-swinger, left from the right and right from the left. Jack swings it in. Jaden gets up. What a save that is with the feet from the goalkeeper. And then Grimsby managed to clear. And we do win 1-0, so there's a clean sheet at home. Our clean sheets this season defensively have been absolutely fantastic. Fleetwood next, the team, I think they're sort of mid-table, but they're a team that after getting relegated last season, I'd expect to be up there, pushing towards promotion as well. Neil, great pole drive run. Fleetwood were dropping off a lot in this game, so it just allowed me to run at the defence. Ocean was doing really well. I actually rested Mikey for Ocean. We got lucky with the goal. I think Paul's header might have hit the Fleetwood defender on the shoulder or the back because it seemed to loop up and over. I didn't actually realise until doing the stats of this that is Paul's first goal of the season. So welcome to the party, Paul. It's only taken you half a season. Fleetwood didn't really create much, but it's a long shot there that's well held from Sov. And then they take a quick throw in that caught me off guard. I was trying to switch players. It's a great shot there, but what a save that is from Sov. Is proven to be an absolutely fantastic keeper at home. And so much as Ian as away. And then here off the line and then onto the back of Sov. But we get lucky against Fleetwood. They deserved at least a point. But yeah, we played really well and did enough. I thought he was offside. I keep thinking, like, when playing this, I'm like, oh yeah, he's offside. Like, he's definitely offside. And then when you're like doing the replays and stuff like this with the editing, they're miles on the side. So it does catch you off guard. A long shot from Tyler. Chesterfield away. Chesterfield a really good team, by the way. So hard to break down. It was so frustrating this game. We didn't really create nothing until the second half when that man again, especially this episode, Dan Everett with another header. That's 3 goals this episode. Absolutely flying in terms of, like, I say stats, but this month alone probably scored this many goals this episode than he did throughout the entire of the season. We do have a problem. I was trying to waste time. Kill the game off. Chris has been red carded for a late challenge there. Just trying to like take a yellow card. I need to learn how to do the pullback. I still haven't mastered that yet, but it nearly cost us because there's a header from I think Tom Naylor, which is saved from the free kick, and then they get a chance. Chesterfield from the corner. It swung in. Tom looks like he's going to get it, but it hits the outside of the post. Absolute heart and mouth moment there because Tommy is over 6 feet, so you're thinking he's going to win the header, but it doesn't allow me to win it. So a big let off there. Chris's city challenge, shall we say, almost cost us, but we managed to get the win. That's the important thing. We'll take it. We'll move on, and we can see ourselves building up now. There's a massive gap. We're so far ahead. We're 22 points clear. I'll say halfway through the season. We've just done January. We're into February. We've got March, April, May. So we've got 4 months left. Still a lot of games to play. Still a lot can happen, but the lead that good is so good. The difference between us and the other teams, yes, we've won a lot. But if you just look at the games that we've drawn and lost compared to the other teams, such as Swindon have drawn 13, Colchester have drawn 11, Harrogate have drawn 11, and we beat Harrogate like 4-0. So like, there's a lot of teams in there that are not pushing themselves because they keep drawing games. And that's just the difference where, like Tyler, like a few other people, will find the difference of winning a game instead of drawing it. And once you add them 2-point differences between the point and 3 points, it does add up because we've probably come from behind and won games where we're drawing for a long period of time. That's probably like 20 points that we've made up where we're 22 points clear. So a big effort from the team so far. In terms of goals, I said Dan scored a lot. He got 3 this episode. So there's like 4 goals all season, and he's got 3 in one episode. Absolutely flying. A couple of other people, Mikey now top goal scorer. Of course, it was Ocean, but Ocean's only 1 behind. I've popped up with a few goals. Neil, Robbie as well. Tyler also up there. Hoping Sam can get a little bit more. Kean, of course, scored in the cup, so he's on 2 now. So when Kean's not playing as much as Sam, and Sam has almost the same goals as Kean, it kind of raises questions where the goals are going to come from. Chris, of course, will miss 3 games, so another defender might come in for Dan. Have to see that goes. Clean sheets are an amazing clean sheets that we got from the goalkeepers. So many clean sheets, and hopefully that continues as well. But that is going to wrap up the episode, guys. Really do appreciate you watching it. Leave a like, subscribe, do what you want. It's free. Helps me out as a channel, helps me grow. But I do appreciate you just coming here and seeing the videos and seeing the channel. I'll see you all for February.